Welcome to Punchline with Justin Sims. I am Justin Sims. Today we're going over UFC 238 live this Saturday, June 8th, Chi-Town stand-up. The UFC is coming to Chicago, Illinois, and you can catch the main card on pay-per-view at 10 p.m. Pay-per-view you're going to have to order through ESPN+. Remember, the game has changed. The preliminary card starts, or should I say the main prelim, starts on ESPN at 8 p.m. And then you've got on ESPN Plus the early prelims that start at 6:15. This card is unbelievably stacked. This might be the best card up until this point of the year, at least on paper. There are juicy underdogs as far as betting goes. The DraftKings video we do later is going to be fun as far as this goes. But I'm going to have to do several videos for this card, UFC 238, because it's that stacked. So today, I'm going to be making my picks for this preliminary card, the main card that starts at 8 p.m. on ESPN, regular ESPN. Right now, I've got a 25-7 record as far as my UFC fight predictions. And I'm putting that on the line right here. So let's jump right into it. Our first fight on the prelims, the main prelims that start at 8 p.m., is Calvin Kattar coming in at 19-3 versus Ricardo Lamas, who is 19-7. Ricardo Lamas is the veteran here. You know, you got to remember he went 5 rounds with Jose Aldo when Jose Aldo was the champ. He's got a real nice mixed attack. He's great on the ground, diverse striking, but I question his durability at this point in his career. Remember, he got knocked out by Josh Emmett. I think he just woke up from that. All kidding aside, that was a brutal knockout. He's fighting Calvin Kattar here. Calvin's a young fighter who's really shown some chops in his UFC career thus far. Like I said, he's 19-3, but he's coming off of a first-round knockout over Chris Fishgold, who is, as we saw this past Saturday against Makwan Amirkhani. Chris Fishgold's a tough character. He knocked out Chris Fishgold with punches in round 1. Before that, he lost a unanimous decision to Renato Maciano, which is nothing bad there. I mean, Renato Maciano's only really lost to Jose Aldo, so you know, losing a unanimous decision against a guy like that is nothing bad. And right before that, he gave Shane Burgos his first loss, which was a TKO, and Shane Burgos is a beast. I'm picking Calvin Kattar here to upset the old vet Ricardo Lamas. So lock in Calvin Kattar, folks, as a definite pick from me on the early prelims of UFC 238. Moving on to another really good fight. This whole card is stacked, like I said. We've got a great women's fight here between Alex Grasso and Carolina Kowalkiewicz. We're just going to call her Carolina. Carolina was really on a tear until she ran into Jessica Andrade. And Jessica Andrade, like Mike Tyson-esque, knocked her out. And she's been on a losing streak since. I really like Carolina. You know, she's this cute girl. She puts her hands behind her back when they're introducing her. She leans against the cage. And then she's like a killer when the fight starts. But Alex Grasso is who I'm going with here. I don't think that Carolina has been the same since that Jessica Andrade knockout. I'm picking Alex Grasso. Lock that pick in. The next fight is super, super intense. Pedro Munoz, American Top Team staple, knockout artist who just knocked out Cody Garbrandt in his last fight. What a fun round that was. That could arguably be round of the year so far. Is fighting Aljamain Sterling, who's on a tear as well. This is a really important fight in the division. Pedro Munoz is going to finish Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain's been talking a lot of smack about Pedro leading up. This is going to have a lot of anxiety from the audience with this one because these guys are both jabbering at each other. But I'm locking in Pedro Munoz to finish Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain Sterling is going to be shooting for desperate takedowns right when he tastes Pedro's power. Now we're moving on to the main event of the prelims. And this is another juicy fight and an important, really important fight in the women's division here. Nina Ansaroff. Nina Ansaroff is Amanda Nunes's partner in life. And she's an American Top Team staple. She's got a 4-fight winning streak right now. She's really evolving as a fighter and really placing herself in the top of the division to be getting a title shot I think she gets one if she beats the surging, undefeated Tatiana Suarez. So many people are high up on Tatiana Suarez. She's 7-0. She's a finisher. She just came off a submission win over a top caliber opponent in UFC. This girl is a monster, but she's going to lose. Nina Ansaroff, let's look at these. I'm going to look at these fight odds right here for this fight. This is going to be my biggest underdog betting on the card. Nina Ansaroff, wow. Nina Ansaroff is as high as a plus 750. That means if you put $100 on Nina and you win, you get your $100 back plus 750. I have this fight much closer than these odds. I have it closer to a 50-50 fight. Let's look at these odds right here. Tatiana Suarez opened up as a minus 600, which means you'd have to put $100 on her, $600 on her to win 100. Whereas the opening lines for Nina started at plus 400, and they've grown and grown and grown. The highest one I see here is plus 700, and that's in Vegas. So you can bet as high as plus 700 on Bovada right now. Nina is a plus 600. I'm jumping on this bet. Lock in Nina to beat Tatiana Suarez. These are my lock picks for the prelims, the main prelims of UFC 238. Again, I'm taking Calvin Kattar to beat the veteran Ricardo Lamas. I'm taking Alex Grasso to continue Carolina's losing streak. I'm also taking Pedro Munoz to finish the Long Island wrestler Aljamain Sterling. And I'm picking Nina Ansaroff in a huge upset and earning herself a title shot by potentially finishing Tatiana Suarez. But she's going to have to run through some hell first. Those are my picks for the prelims. Stay tuned to Punchline.